Okay, so right now it's 2-1 for Sweden. There's only been 2 zeros, but so if Foggy wins here, we go to an ace match, looks like. Whereas if ThorzaiN wins here, that's the end of the match, because Sweden has won. Why is my game not up here? Oh, there we go. What the? What is it? That's like so random. I didn't even speak to Sonic today. I just saw he was in the lobby. Oh my god. What a guy. What a guy. By the way, so like, it's Sweden against Ukraine. So who should be picking what color? Because they kind of have the similar colors on their flags, right? I don't even know what the jersey of Ukraine looks like for football. Yo, Hoto, thank you for the bits, my dude. I know the jersey, I think actually, the jersey of Sweden is yellow, right? Mostly yellow in football, right? But what about Ukraine? I'm gonna Google it, actually. I feel kind of curious. Sweden football jersey. Yeah, so Sweden is like mostly yellow. And Ukraine is also mostly yellow. Okay, well, it's battle for the yellow color. Yet nobody... Wait, how did nobody pick yellow? What the hell? How is this blue against steel? These players... How dare they disrespect us like this? Cap. Yo, Desno, thank you for the host, dudes. Hope all is well. I saw you were laddering earlier. I'm gonna ask them to pick different colors. At least one of them should be yellow next game. The winner of first match earns the yellow color to represent the country proudly. Actually, these days, the main 2 colors that we're asked to use a lot of the time. Ooh, ThorzaiN steals the Shadow Priest. He's gonna get the block. ThorzaiN is so good at these little details here. And the thing about the steal is that, you know, Shadow Priest has nothing to dispel here. But you take that away from the Wardens. That's a little bit of extra damage that's gonna be missing for the Night Elf. And it could end up being pretty annoying. If you lose it though, that's very bad, because then you feed a lot of experience. But on the other side, he went for Mount Tanking. Crept a little bit, what is it? Mantle, Scroll of the Beast. And we got Greater Mana here, Cloak of Shadows, and the double cloak. Doesn't the Warden already technically have a cloak? Sort of, so it's a triple cloak. Sounds like somebody's overdressed for this event. Oh god, no, I zoomed in. The pink thing. I keep doing the thing where I zoom in, and when I zoom out, I'm like, oh, I'm trapped. I can't go the full zoom out. So we'll get the old school scale of the screen, I guess. The frame. No zoom out whatsoever here. I hope that eventually maybe they could add something where you can re-zoom out again. But I don't think you can currently. I thought, have you done any 2v2 with Mikhail recently? No, not in a while actually. But I think we were talking recently about maybe playing soon, so it might happen. So Foggy finally techs after 3 Moonwells. It's not a super fast tech, but I think it's just about starting to level the Warden very quickly. Actually, a lot of the time in those situations, a Warden will try to go for a Footman, because that's gonna help him get to level 3 quicker, which is super important. Like you see, at 19 o'clock, the staff plus the boots become available. And usually that's when humans gonna want a staff. Now, ThorzaiN's a little late. Wait, is that level 3? Oh my god, if you can interrupt that. If you can steal that. Oh my god! And the Warden's not 3 because of the... Okay, he's gonna get it here. Foggy so far, he already went Fan of Knives and Blink. So I think he's just gonna... Actually, that's pretty clever. I think he anticipated the Mount Tanking was gonna come, and I think he wouldn't have gotten level 3 here. So he says, you know what? I'm gonna get this, I'll be close to here, and then I'll be able to Blink. So this Mount Tanking being on the other side of the map, that might come back to really haunt ThorzaiN. He's actually... Wait, why is he not blinking from here? I thought you can, maybe here. Maybe he thought it was shorter to run on the left side. He doesn't have boots though, he only could afford staff in the first place. ThorzaiN going for an archer, that's not even going to be shadow melded to force the dust here. But now the Warden's on the other side. And Mount Tanking already staffed to this side of the map, so he can't come back. So he's going to stay here and harass with this. But this Warden will do a lot of damage, and when you finally get the peasants out of there, you can start targeting the tower. And it shouldn't finish on time, but we'll see. Many militias coming in. The Troll Berserker finally died. ThorzaiN is trying to run home now. And Warden starts working on the tower. He's gonna keep on slaughtering a lot of peasants here. ThorzaiN, he sends new peasants to try and continue that. But yeah, the Mountain King needs to be back here. Foggy, the key here is gonna be for him to be able to blink on time. Oh my god. Yeah, can he dodge the Stone Bolts? That's the question. Usually you need to keep max range. He doesn't have boots. Oh, that's bad actually. Because the Mountain King can catch up. Look at this. Wait, what? Why did he blink? What? Dude, he could get bashed. Oh my god. That was... If ThorzaiN reacted a little bit quicker, I think he could have gotten one hit off and maybe interrupted that, which would be very bad because then you have to TP. And if you have a Warden without a Town Pole against level 3 MK, that can be scary down the line. But yeah, Tree of Life starting now. No one base shenanigans. Foggy on 19 supply, so he lost every one of his units. That's insane. It's so awkward. I guess he bought the Berserker from this side, which is very expensive, by the way. ThorzaiN gonna reposition with the staff here. He does have a Dust, which he's gonna use immediately. He was gonna go for the Tome, yeah, okay. Then he went for the hit, for the safe hit. Oh! Okay, that doesn't cancel the cooldown. ThorzaiN still has to take first lore on the way. I expect double lore, I guess, now. And the question is, how long does Foggy stay on one hero? I fully expect him to eventually go into a Tinker and try and creep that. But sometimes it's best to wait for the Warden to be level 5 first and foremost. Sets up another Sentry Ward. So Foggy has full vision on both bases. It's a nice timing as well, because by the time Human reaches tier 2, this will still be in position, and then you're able to spot what Human goes for as far as building production goes. We've seen ThorzaiN in the past sometimes go for a lot of Dragonhawks, but we've also seen him play more standard, but usually, I guess it can be done with Archmage, but also with MK, where like you could go for like Blood Mage 3rd eventually. I mean, it does feel like if you go Archmage, Alchemist, and Blood Mage, it's like the main way you would play if you open Archmage, but with MK, I guess you have to go for Blood Mage 2nd. So maybe just Blood Mage 2nd and then Paladin 3rd. And then usually the main style that humans use against Night Elf on this map when they open Mountain King first is to go Nightbreaker for the combine upgrades, and then you get a bunch of tanks to harass with. But now that the tanks have been changed and they provide more experience when being killed, it can be a scary prospect to actually still go for tanks. And also Foggy is a very seasoned player against that style. Okay, that Ancient of War is dead. We're gonna take quite a bit of damage. He disengaged immediately. You see, like, this is the difference. I feel like so many elves, they would just be like, oh my god, like, this is terrible. But they would just stand there and, like, take a lot of damage. Foggy saw this coming, immediately disengages from the creeps. And he's gonna wait until he has a bunch of Dryads here. And ThorzaiN is doing this so well. He pulled everything back as to not get Fan of Knives. Like, also a lot of, like, less experienced humans, they would have gone with everything. And they would have gotten Fan of Knife on, like, all these units a couple times, and then they would have to pull back. ThorzaiN just left the MK and said, it's not worth it for you to Fan of Knife just one hero, so I'm just gonna stand there and hit you. Did a bunch of damage to the Warden, forced one Moonwell to be used. There's still 3 more behind. Okay, this tree is hiding. Oh my god. That's so funny. Imagine if ThorzaiN right now thinks there is no expo, and then suddenly it's like bonjour coming out of here. He's trying to steal the item. Oh my god, he gets the experience and the item before staffing out safely. And it's a mana pendant as well. The best item he could have hoped for here. Because eventually it's gonna retrain. Oh! And Warden Blink actually goes through here. He used the Stone Bolt on the creep, I think. He could have Stone Bolted the Wisp, that would have cancelled the staff out. ThorzaiN, he buys a Zeppelin to be able to escape. Actually, Foggy might have to be the one that has to escape in a sec. Gets a staff, by the way. It's almost unusual. Most elves that play Warden like this, they don't get a staff for the entire game, or like very late. But Foggy, he loves his staff, he knows the value of being able to save units and have them replenish. But now he's being forced back home. Staff is down because he's already staffed to come here. Can he save? Ooh, the rifle dies. So Foggy getting a little bit of extra experience here from this. He's already 4.3 or so. 4.4. What do we have? Rifle? Okay, this is an unusual composition, I think, here that we could have coming up. Rifles got buffed in the latest patch. They attack a little quicker now. But yeah, rifle, arcane, I expect to see a workshop eventually. What's second hero? He goes alchemist anyway. Wait, so... Actually, blood mage... Well, I said, like, when you go mount hacking, you're supposed to go blood mage second, but what if he goes blood mage third? So then he still has the siphon. A siphon level 1 a lot of the time is enough in this kind of game. He's gonna have the healing of the alchemist. And he doesn't really need brilliance because, you know, your heroes, they start the fight with full mana. You have clarities outside of fights anyway. This could end up working out pretty well. Ooh, Walden getting very close to 5 here, but not quite there. There's already Nature's Blessing, by the way. Foggy goes for an Ancient of Wind. I think that's for Fairy Dragons. I don't know if he... He must have scanned the main base. He must have scanned and seen that there was a Sanctum against which... I mean, a win is always nice because if the opponent is not going for casters, then he's going for a lot of tanks. Oh, he fecked it. Did you see? Foggy didn't take the bait. He's gonna throw it for real next time, I think. But yeah, if you go for a win and there is casters, you get Fairy Dragons. If there is tanks, you get talents. Oh, that's level 5 right here. He's probably gonna TP, so he can actually just blink in, but then he gets Stone Bolted. Okay, there's no more mana. Or not enough for a bolt for a little bit. Say hello to my little friends. Ooh, that hurts. Yeah, ThorzaiN's being very annoying. He's trying to prevent Foggy from mining as much gold as he can from the expo. He's even killing some Wisp here thanks to this hard-hitting Mountain King. And Foggy, the question is, does he go for a second hero now? He's trying to get in position to intercept the Zeppelin, as you can see. It's very well done. There's almost a bolt I expect one detonates. No? Ooh, we could have dodged that, maybe. Walden will be back with a revenge in just a sec. Oh, he's getting a hippo! He's getting a hippo, so he's gonna send the hippo. Oh, he's stuffing out the goldmine? What the hell? This is so intense. This is the most intense goldmine sieging that I've ever seen. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to let him get out. He's on the intercept course. Oh my god, not above the trees! Okay, ThorzaiN's gonna TP out. Oh my god! That was big here. Look at this! Walden was just above level 5. And now it's almost level 5.5. Sheesh! Yo, Just Stern with the sub. Thank you very much, dude. Welcome. Hey, can I join you for next game? If you want. It's up, why not? Get in my Discord and get in the... What is it called? Waiting room for voice, and then I'll swap you after this. So bear training on the way. Oh my god, look at this. You know, I feel like so many elves, they still don't get this upgrade as soon as they can. This is really a sick upgrade in my opinion. That you should get every time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Woo, 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 woo. I almost missed that. So it's time to level a panda now. You almost denied that actually. In the meantime, oh my god, he's trapped. Wait, what? They could go here, no? Is that... Why can he not get out? Actually, wait, if he shoots down this tree, can he get through this, or is this guy too fat?
A player's forces are under attack.
He brought a Zep for the rescue. Yeah, Foggy queued a ton of upgrades now. It's the perfect time. He probably feels pretty safe that he's going to be able to get to higher level anyway. Has a hippo on patrol on the left side. He keeps on killing peasants in the expo. The Shredder actually a little bit exposed here. Is there even a staff? Yeah, there is. Oh my god, the rescue? Warden going on a tear on these peasants. Okay, don't be greedy. He could have actually just already blinked. Dude, wait, what? I thought he was gonna go for the main for a sec. Okay, Foggy playing a little bit with fire here. This is kind of dangerous, but he has faith in his own vision and control. Gets a few more peasants and then gets out of here. Okay, this panda is pretty durable, I think we could say. Greater healing, Hellstone, and Foggy is creeping all the big camps on the map. Meanwhile, ThorzaiN, he went Archmage third, by the way. So no Blood Mage at all. And he actually went Blizzard first. Okay, it's very important to get level 2 before he fights, but then there's no creeps except these in the center left. And this might not even be enough, even if he does it with only the Archmage. This feels pretty bad, like when you're the human here and then you try and go for creeping and Night Elf has taken everything on the map, you're like, oh god, he's gonna get 80 supply easily. Foggy's slightly ahead in supply right now. But ThorzaiN is gonna count on a very strong army to try and win the game with Inner Fire, Knights, Mortars. I guess the Mortars are going to be the main target of the Warden. But there's no sorceresses to slow those bears. They can go pretty crazy if they're not being slowed. And he didn't retrain actually. Interesting. You're supposed to retrain against bears so that you can clap. Okay, Foggy, it's time to pull back maybe? Wait, what? ThorzaiN just taps out. I think he saw the army and he was like, okay, I can't take on this. So he didn't even take the fights. He was losing a lot of peasants in the meantime. He didn't like his army composition. And he's just gonna move on to next game. Ay, ay, ay. So Ukraine perhaps on the way to get the equalizer here. In sub, do you want to join or? Oh, okay. No worries. Todd, really enjoy your last video statement for the Meisterschaft. I got some good ones that I'm thinking about doing next. I think you're gonna keep on liking them. That was like minimal effort, the last one. But I do agree with Remo that I deserve an Oscar for the performance, you know? Okay, just waiting on game name. I'm trying to kind of guess it. So I guess there's the ace match if it's 2-2, right? It's the game name. I wonder who the ace match would be. Maybe Lil DC against Foggy? If Lil DC is not confident in Elfmere though, maybe they send ThorzaiN, but right now it's not going well for him against Foggy. What's the game name, boys? What is the résultat? C'est résulte en anglais, Kiwix. Il y a 1-0 pour... Il y a 1-0 pour Foggy. I'm trying to check if the ace match is happening after this, if Foggy was to win this. I think it would be good to know. And yeah, I really wonder who would come out. Is that the Muslim in that picture? Yes, that's from IEM, I think maybe 2 years ago. Like the year after this picture was taken, when we went to the events, there was a lot of these posters posted on the walls, and I was like, this is so cool. I want to keep some of them after the event because I know, like, you know, the event will not do anything with them. So I kept two, this one and an in control poster, which is above my computer here. Who you guys got? Do you think ThorzaiN can get back in this? It feels like ThorzaiN's been having a hard time against Elf recently. He lost to Sonic. Or maybe it's just Ukrainian elves that have his number. Okay, Foggy is at least red this time. I wrote Sonic WTF and he wrote, "Hell, sup, how are you?" Ah, what a guy. Sonic tells me we must think about re-show match. He wants a revenge. He was not happy with the result of yesterday. What a guy. I love Sonic. I don't want to chat too much in the lobby. I feel like sometimes it can make players lose focus. I don't think they necessarily want to read the BS of commentators, streamers, and other stuff. How the show match went. I won 4-2. I'll post the VOD later on YouTube. Actually, last night, I posted the VOD of the Town Hall, and for some reason, he bugged out like entirely. It's been stuck on processing since last night, so I think I have to repost it today, but it takes a very long time to upload because it's 4 hours and a half, so... Yeah, kind of disappointed. It's the first time that I think a YouTube VOD has done this, where it's like stuck on processing, so it's not going through. And I'm a little bit confused as to why. I don't know if I closed the window too early. I didn't think I did, but maybe I did. I thought the upload was finished. Who knows, honestly. Ooh, ThorzaiN is going for a quick scout to try and bring the creeps to attack this Enchanter 4. If you're... This Wisp might be here to prevent that. You can block the Peasant coming in. And also you can pull... You can re-aggro the creeps. Let's see if Foggy is seeing this. Yeah, he's gonna go for the block. Look at this. This is so high level already. Very few players actually go for this block, and a player as good as Foggy is gonna be so good at blocking. Look, he's almost entirely blocking. Like, the Enchanter 4 is already so healthy. Even if this gets pulled now, he's bought so much... Oh, I zoomed in again. For fuck's sake. Look, he's blocking... Oh my god, he's trying to make it get killed. Look, he's trying to re-aggro as well. Yes, this will take damage, but Wisps can repair. This was so massively negated here by Foggy. He's gonna start producing an archer. So these guys should de-aggro, perhaps. And the Enchanter 4 will maybe go to like half hit points. But again, like he can... As soon as the archer's done, he can uproot, eat a tree, start healing, and then repair. Keep in mind, this is a big investment from human. You lose quite a bit of wood, in particular, and even some gold from sending this. That's one peasant that could have been mining gold, or even that would be put on wood later. So it's not the best. Foggy with a great block here. Like, I don't even know what to call it. A contingency plan. Wait, what? He just hit his own Wisp! Did you see that? He misclicked the attack and he hit his own... He slapped his own Wisp to 51. What the hell? It's a civil war. And this time there will not be a steal on the... There will not be a steal on the Shadow Priest. Dude, that Enchanter 4 actually taking a beating, Jesus. Oh yeah, it was an aggro. Well, go say that to the family of that Wisp. Because when he's gonna show up home with a cast on its little... I don't even know. On its little head and hair here. They're not gonna understand. But what happened? It was a work accident. He was trying to pull the aggro and then he couldn't hold it. Level 2 with Periaptor Vitality. ThorzaiN went for the Straight Expo Crit, which is supposed to be one of the good counters to Warden. Gets a Ring of Protection. I've been seeing this happening a lot recently. Trying to steal a creep. Careful, Archmage. Technically, Ring is actually decent against the Warden. in that it's gonna help you tank a little more when you get targeted like this. Okay, ThorzaiN needs to remember to make more peasants right now. I like the detail where you start mining a little bit of wood here because he didn't have the resource to immediately make the tunnel. So then as soon as the tunnel finishes, he's gonna return a bunch of wood. But yeah, it feels like Foggy is gonna fast track to level 3 very easily here if he executes this very well. You send the Ancient of War here, you do this next. We got the tech on the way. Wardens should get boots and staff, but can't quite afford both right now. Does he sell? Yes, he's gonna go for the sell. This item's overrated. Like, the Warden's not supposed to take that much damage or die anyway in a game against an Archmage. ThorzaiN's gonna get boots. Actually, he's trapped. Wait, how does he get out? You can't run on this side. And here, the Warden's gonna block every time. He counter-blocks the Warden! Oh my god, what a genius. There's still a Shadow Strike, though. Oh my god. I mean, Foggy could wake up the creeps and then hide. Yeah, he's gonna do that. Oh my god, this is... They're both really smart. They both made the most of the situation, but now the Archmage is out. We go back to the chase. ThorzaiN trying to go for the block. He's trying to escape. His footmen getting engaged in the meantime. I think you let the Archmage die here if you get targeted. In the meantime, Foggy is still creeping with just the units plus the Ancient of War. He don't have the mana right now. If he gets the level though, he will. Getting pretty close to that level 3. Buys more mercenaries. And looks like ThorzaiN might be able to make it back to the safety of his tower. Warden should be shouting right now. Hurry up, get me that level. You useless clowns. How much does... So, Shadow Strike is 65. How much is Blink level 1? It's really expensive, right? What is it, 50, 45? 50. Dude, that's like so expensive. That is so expensive. It's kind of weird for a spell like this to become so much cheaper than eventually. This Archmage was like, I'm gonna blend in. I'm gonna go to the most obvious place you won't expect me, except he gets scouted on the way and he will die. But tech is already on the way, halfway through done. We got an Arcane Tower in the main base, we got a Blacksmith. The last time that ThorzaiN played, I mean, I don't know if it was the last time that they played, but it was the last time that I saw them play and I was casting in DreamHack, I think it was. ThorzaiN tried to go on this map for 2 Rax Rifle and a giant push on the Night Elf expansion, which Foggy scouted perfectly, and then he got Fan of Knives and he barely lost anything. He just Fan of Knifed everything, like all the rifles to death at the expo, and ThorzaiN just kind of died super hard. So Foggy, I think, is very good at scouting when humans tier 2, seeing what's coming and then adapting. So I feel like ThorzaiN is gonna probably need a more solid game plan this game for him to have a good chance to win. That's another dead tree. He's gonna get level 4 here momentarily, thanks to the creeping here plus what's happening there. ThorzaiN level 1 against an almost level 4 Warden. You want some too, Archmage? Get back here. Goes for a deny. Actually, that prevented a little bit of XP going to the Warden. Tier 3 already on the way. Shop. Double lore. And there's still no expo actually being made. So this time, Foggy is doing the thing where you rush to Warden level 5, you start buying anti-magic potions. And then we saw, like we all know that the new Tome of Retraining only costs 200 instead of 300. Then you can retrain. He hasn't even selected a second spell actually so far. So he has Shadow Strike, and I guess if you would, like, let's say, like, do a crazy attack on his base now, maybe he would take Fan of Knives level 2. But yeah, eventually I think it's just gonna be Blink and Fan of Knives, and then you start going for Peasants, and then it's very hard for Human to have, like, Dispel ready on both bases to deal effectively with the... oh my god, this Arbit. He just took Blink, by the way. Maybe a Scroll if he wants to keep fighting? Yeah. The Warden's still really low, and he hasn't bought an Invuln. He's trying to get close enough to the Archmage. A rifle will block. Archmage having boots. Oh, don't stop, dude. It's not time for a cigarette. Dude, the raccoon almost blocked him. There's no shop at the expo. Wait, what? He's in the main base. And the Warden caught up and forced the TP here. And immediately behind this, Foggy will get back home. In the meantime, he keeps on creeping. Thanks to the Ancient of War and a couple mercenaries that he has. This is so dangerous. Like, if this gets caught, it's insta-dead. Really? You hate the rings that much? Pop the clarity as well on the way. Oh, that's because he was completely out of Moonwells. So that's actually very nicely done here. Yeah, I expect a retrain here. And he could actually just do this with only units and maybe get... Does he get 5 from this? I don't know. Blood Mage second. Yeah, so ThorzaiN is gonna do a similar push to last time, except instead of making mass rifles, he went for a lot of priests. But Night Elf's on one base. So there is no expo to push right now. This is really weird. And Foggy hasn't retrained. He has anti-magic potion now? Wait, is there a dispel? Oh my god, there is no dispel. So there's nothing to remove that anti-magic potion. But there is no Fan of Night. He breaks the ring. To not let him have it. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, you can't lose mercenaries like this. If the Warden could catch some of the reinforcements here and kill them, this could be level 5 hanging in the balance. Look at this by ThorzaiN, by the way. Great execution of the build. He made minimal towers. Like so many humans, they would just go on autopilot. Myself included, get 2 guard towers. He's like, no. I want to do a push. I need maximum units that I can get. Oh, he retrained, by the way. Yeah, so he made minimal towers, just 1 arcane per base, and now he's going for a big push. But he saw that there was no expo and probably thought, okay, what do I do now? Was that a deny? Warden still 1 unit away from level 5. A very important level 5 here. He preserved the anti-magic. One mistake here could lose it for you, because ThorzaiN has 61 supply. Foggy has 37, so he needs to buy time. I think if ThorzaiN realized that the Warden wasn't level 5 yet, or like a little bit further from it, he should have maybe just gone for the main. But then there's still... Like, you're getting mass Fan of Night. Maybe he was waiting for this spell. Wait, he's still not researching this spell? Oh my god. Because technically he can siphon the Warden. Like this. But with anti-magic he can't. Oh my god, Foggy starts an expo. He's gonna get level 5 thanks to these little poachers here. There it is. Level 5 now. What's up, peasants? Oh, ThorzaiN's trying to transition. Oh my god, this could be a big mistake. Because now he's gonna start losing a lot of workers very quickly. Fan of Knives. Oh my god. And there's, like, when you play a Blood Mage second like this, there's nothing to interrupt the staff. So you have no Stormbolt you can rely on. I think he's gonna try to get Siphon level 2. When ThorzaiN plays against, like, Pala Rifle against Undead, at which he's the best player in the world at, he always rushes Siphon level 2 and manages it super well. He keeps getting rings. What is this? That's the 3rd ring he's gotten. What is going on with that? Keeps happening to Hawk as well. I mean, I know it's helpful against the Warden in the start, but down the line like this, I don't think it's very good. Especially because there's no more Shadow Strike anyway. Wind on the way. Foggy's working with 39 supply. So there is still a big pushing potential here by ThorzaiN. And ThorzaiN right now, he fully knows that the Warden's gonna come back and keep on doing this. How has he not made Dispel? Oh my god, he finally starts it. I think this is a big mistake. Like, all this time, he should have definitely gotten Dispel, because against anti-magic, that's like your best tool. But he kept some units in the main base, knowing that the Warden was gonna come back. The Warden does not care. The Warden is like Honey Badger, you know? And Honey Badger don't care. Why did I use the anti-magic? No need, maybe. There is no staff, by the way. I can't go too deep right now. I think ThorzaiN will push. Look at this, ThorzaiN had like 60 plus supply, now he has 56 supply. Meanwhile, Foggy is not really losing anything. In fact, his expansion is gonna start mining soon, so now he can just go mass bears. I feel like maybe the win was a little premature, but when you see this many casters, it's so worth to have any kind of amount of fairy dragons. Let's see, it's so funny. Archmage is 3.5 and... sorry, 2.5 and Blood Mage is 3.5. He gets an Alchemist third. So it's a different order, but it's the same idea as what we saw from ThorzaiN in the past, usually on Terrana's stand, where he went Archmage, Alchemist for heal, and then Blood Mage to counter the Warden. But this time he's gonna have Siphon 2 and Healing Spray level 1. Wait, he has 0 scrolls. I think Foggy bought all the scrolls. Wait, no? What? No, he must not have. I think ThorzaiN maybe was broke. Maybe he couldn't buy the scrolls. He left quite a few units at home here. I think leaving a priest to remove anti-magic is fine, but I don't know about this mortar. I feel like it should be with the army. And Warden is almost 6, by the way, so it's a single Warden game here so far. How do you Foggy actually means to fight here? Probably, I mean. 69 supply against 49, and ThorzaiN is still afraid to fight. Because of that super strong Warden. He's waiting a little bit more. I think maybe he's waiting to be closer to 80. Ooh, these mortars, they die very quickly. But he has... Oh, you don't have the spell! You don't have the mana! For some reason, Foggy is not using the anti-magic. Okay, there it is. Wait, he just sold something. Level 6 acquired. Staffs, but right in front of the Warden. And now that mortar is trapped. I guess he could have dispelled if he had the mana, but he doesn't. Another Fan of Knives. He's gonna get a few more peasants. And ThorzaiN is just gonna tap out. He just feels like he keeps on falling behind and behind, and he can never attack. And he's just gonna give up. Foggy was still on 49 supply, but ThorzaiN felt that even if he attacked, it just wouldn't work. And I think we're all tied up now between Ukraine and Sweden.